There's an interesting story in the publication ProPublica, and it kind of explains why we're in the current situation we're in with Supreme Court justices grifting money from wealthy donors. It seems in the year 2000, Clarence Thomas was feeling a money crunch, a pinch, if you will. He was having financial problems. And he was so desperate that he wrote a letter to Congress saying, listen, you need to pay us more money or some of us are going to quit. Well, of course, members of Congress don't want to see that happen. But these Supreme Court justices are on a fixed federal salary. Even if they could raise it, it wouldn't be enough to keep Clarence happy and get him out of the troubles he's in. So what to do? Well, it's funny, around that time, that's when the billionaire donors start coming in and playing sugar daddy to the Supreme Court justices, specifically Clarence Thomas. You know, RVs, trips, money, tuition, all this bullshit. It's funny how that just automatically happened when Clarence Thomas was bitching about money. But now we know kind of what happened here. Clarence Thomas wanted more money. Congress couldn't give it to them in a salary, so they found a back channel way to get them money through these billionaire donors. And in turn, the billionaire donors got favors in the Supreme Court. Now, there's no two ways to look at this other than it's fucking illegal. And it harms our democracy and certainly diminishes our Supreme Court. But now we know something more about this, and it answers a question. Why isn't Congress willing to go after Supreme Court justices for grifting all this money? Well, it's because they're fucking behind it. They're the ones that brought these donors to the Supreme Court justices and facilitated them giving them money just to keep them happy. Here's the deal. If you live beyond your means, you're going to fucking struggle. And clearly Clarence Thomas did. But he has a luxury that none of us have when we live beyond our means. You go to Congress, you whine, they line up some billionaire sugar daddies, and all is good. You see what's going on here? It's not just the Supreme Court, it's Congress too. And that's why they're not willing to do anything about it. They never thought this would be exposed. They thought, well, nobody's going to know. It's not going to hurt anybody. Supreme Court's happy. The billionaire donors are happy. It's all good. The only problem is by doing what they did, they've diminished the veracity of the Supreme Court, and in turn, they hurt democracy and all of us. As we go through the problems we're going through, I've said this all along, we're going to see these problems, but these problems are going to expose bigger problems, and I think we'll be appalled when we find out just how much bullshit is going on in our government, in our Supreme Court, in the DOJ, in everything. We've got a lot of fixing to do. First, we've got to end the dumpster fire, but this fucking country needs to be straightened out. And now that it's come to light, we need to get on it and fucking do something.